friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for US30 and US100. Yesterday again it was a wonderful day as I predicted US30 crossed 35,000 levels as I had shared in my analysis, and US100 traded absolutely in the range between 15,580 to 15,840 levels. Beyond that also it did go towards the close, but let's see what lies ahead for the day. Already US100 trading with a 2% rise at 16,120 and already seen a high at 16,170, and US30 has seen a high at 35,650. Now what lies ahead for the day? We are going to look in the analysis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Those who are new to the channel, I provide my daily and weekly analysis for major global markets and commodities also, including crude oil, natural gas and gold and silver. So let's start the analysis. Right now if you see, let me take you to the 4-hour charts first. On the 4-hour charts you can see that, this is the major resistance zone at 16,400. I have told several times earlier, 16,400 is a major holder for US 100. Now probably this is the retracement which it did, and if you look at this, see, it has exactly achieved these levels, after which we have seen a stronger fall. In fact, we have seen a rise earlier, but till that it has seen a drop. Now it has seen a retracement. Probably this is a very strong level at around 16,170, 16,200. If it passes 16,200, then we can also expect that it will continue to rise towards 16,400 levels. Else we can expect a drop from here, as we can see that lower highs have been formed, and probably it is trying to form a red candle from here, which will again take it towards 16,000 level. That is my expectation from US 100. Also we should connect the dots on a 4-hour chart. You can see, and the lows and a 4-hour chart. So this is the channel in which it is trading, and hence I expect that 16,200 levels, close to 16,200, we might see a stronger resistance, and the highs for the day is already seen. Probably it might try to go towards 16,200. If it breaks 16,200, then definitely you can remain long, else we can expect a drop from here and it might continue to trade in a downward channel. So this is on a 4-hour chart. On a 3-hour chart, similar formation. You can see similar formation here. This is the channel in which it is trading, and hence we can only consider this as a retracement. However, this double bottom is the point of concern. If it crosses 16,200, then we can expect that we can assume that this is a bullish reversal, which will definitely take it towards 16,400 in the coming trading sessions. Now this is on the 2-hour chart. On a 2-hour chart, lower highs, higher lows and lower highs right now, and hence we can expect 16,150 to provide a little resistance, and on the downside 16,100 to provide a resistance. Don't trade between these 50 points. Any break beyond 16,150 will try to take it towards 16,200, else it might try to continue breaking towards 16,050 levels. The first support level should come into picture at 16,050, and below that definitely it might try to again come back into this zone, that is between 15,900 to 16,000 levels. So this is what we can see on a 2-hour chart. Now look at a 1-hour chart. On an hourly chart, it appears that it is kind of pole and flag formation, and hence if it breaks this time 16,200, anytime if you see it breaking 16,200, definitely that is the time you can remain long and it can continue to rise. Else we might see a little drop from here, which will definitely try to take it towards 16,050, and in fact can go till towards 15,950 levels. So now let's have a look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, also see what we saw on a 4-hour chart is being reflected on the daily charts also. So this is the channel in which it is trading, and that is why I say you can connect the dots beautifully here, the highs on the daily charts, and that is why I can say that probably 16,170, 16,200 levels, if you see it breaking 16,200, you can remain long, and you can say that this is a reversal. It is going to continue in this bullish zone. Else from here we might be looking forward to a drop towards 16,000 to 15,950, and then probably tomorrow a rise towards 16,100 can be expected, and after that probably a drop, or maybe a drop from tomorrow also can be expected. So right now I can say that yes, the highs for the day is done, and if you see it breaking beyond 16,200, then only I will recommend to go long, else you can remain short on US100. So let's have a look at the indicators. On the indicators, as I told many times earlier, this is the 100 average, exponential and simple moving average, which is given a stronger support at around 15,500 levels. From there we have seen this rising. Now look at this. Let me give you a closer look here. Now this zone at 16,200, that is a 50 moving average, trying to give it a little resistance, and that is why I say probably this is another way to look at that. 16,200 levels might be difficult to break for US100, and we might be looking for a drop towards 16,050. The DPO is in a sell zone, and on a daily chart, the stochastic, as I have told you in my weekly analysis, has hit a bottom, trying to rise from here. Probably now also we need to see here that so hence stochastic, if I see, probably if it means, this is also one of the indicators that this curve might try to pull back a little, and hence 16,200 should be a very good resistance for US100 to move up. Look at the MACD lines are trying to converge. If they cross over anytime, again a very good indication. So we have got our signals that 16,200 and 16,400 anytime. If you see it crossing 16,200, 400 specifically, then definitely there is no looking back on US100, and we might be looking at all-time highs once again. So but yes, right now it appears 16,200 should be very good resistance. Around that zone we might get a stronger resistance. Let's have a look at the indicators on the 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour charts, I assume that stochastic must be overbought, and that is what we can see. The MACD lines are in a buy zone, and you can find that there is a resistance coming in here at around 16,100 and then 16,200 levels. So probably this is also 100 period moving average on a 4-hour chart around 16,220, providing it a little resistance, and then 16,000 should provide a support for any further drop. So considering this, let me come to the levels directly. So on US100, if you see it breaking 16,185, then you can go long. Expect 16,220 to give it a little resistance. So any long is only can be thought beyond 16,185 levels. If you see it breaking 16,185, then only you should go long, else you can remain short, and then you can expect it to continue beyond 16,220. We can expect that it might try to hit 16,280 and beyond levels. However, I am of a very strong view that we won't be seeing 16,220. We won't be seeing it crossing 16,220. However, please always note that markets doesn't work as per my bias or my opinion. I have my opinion, I have my bias based on my understanding and analysis of the markets, but they always try to take my understanding or anyone's understanding for a toss any point of time. So if I go right always, it doesn't mean that I will go right this time too. But however, I feel that it won't be able to break 16,220 highs for this week. I think we have seen it already. If it is in bearish zone, then and then only. So till the time it is below this, my next support level will come into picture at 16,100. So if you see it breaking 16,100, then probably you can short for 16,050 and 15,993. Below that, definitely we'll be looking at 15,950. I don't think that it will be going below 15,950, and then 15,900 should come into picture as a support. So I don't think that 15,950 should break. I don't think that it is going to break either 16,220, but yes, a probable range of the day is at 16,185 to 15,950, and hence a very good time. I think at 16,100 you can go short, but always keep your stop losses at your entry points whenever you see your position in profit, and you can keep your stop losses accordingly as the levels I have provided. So now let's move towards US30. US30 at 35,550 levels. Let me show you what I see on daily charts first. On a daily charts, also US30 is displaying what we saw on US100. Now you can connect the dots here, and I think the highs for the day is done. So if you see it breaking 35,700 levels, then only you should go long here. This zone, see, it is completed this liquidity drop, liquidity gap which was there. It has completed this, and the positions here, let's say if somebody was short here and he has got this profit, he has got his position in profit. Now it is trying to close everything. Those who were short, those who were long, I think all the positions are getting closed here. Now possibly from here, that is if you see it breaking 35,700, very good time to go long for 36,000 and plus levels. Else we might see it retracing, we might see it retracing below on the downside. And also after, in fact after 35,700, we'll be looking forward to 35,800 levels, which might be still a stronger resistance. Beyond that, definitely it will try to hit towards 36,200 levels. Else this is a retracement after the drop, and hence from here onwards we might be looking forward to a little drop in US30. So again on the downside, 35,200 for the day should be a very strong support level, and hence a range between 35,200 to 35,700 can be expected. On a 4-hour chart you will find that now this is on a 4-hour chart. On a 4-hour chart, now see, we have seen this rising. Now here you can see this candle, this was a strong bullish candle. After that, see here the price is trying to trace back, to pull it back. The bulls are, pulling the fingers back and trying to loosen the grip, and that is why I say now the bears might try to take a drop. And from here if you see probably this zone at 35,500, or rather I will say 35,470. If you see it breaking 35,470, then you can go short for 35,400. And in fact after that we will be looking forward to somewhere here at 35,300 and 35,200 levels also. But I think 35,200 should provide a little support there on the downside, and any rise beyond 35,600 50 will be a very good point to go long for 35,750 and 35,800 levels also. So let's have a look at the 3-hour charts. On a 3-hour charts also similar formation. Look at the here, this was the zone in which it has got stabilized, body size increasing. Now it is trying to take a drop, and hence any drop below this zone at 35,500 will be a good indication that you can go short for 35,400, and in fact can go till towards 35,300 levels also. So on a 2-hour chart, now this is a very interesting observation. On a 2-hour chart, probably now any long is recommended only after 35,600. Till the time it is below 35,600, you can expect it to continuously. This is a second red candle, and hence you can expect it to give a little bigger candle, where we'll be looking forward to 35,450, and in fact can go till 35,400, and probably from there we'll be looking forward to this zone at 35,300 levels also. On an hourly chart, we can expect that this is going to give you a bigger red candle. We have got our resistance at 35,600. Now this might try to give it a bigger red candle, which will try to take it towards 35,400 levels. And on the daily charts, we have already seen. Now let's have a look at the indicators. Indicators on the daily charts, you will find that this zone at 35,500, there is 15 moving average, and here it is the 100 moving average at 35,200, trying to give it a support and resistance on the upside and downside. Probably might give it a little resistance on the upside at 35,600, 650 levels. Stochastic overbought on a daily charts, and MACD lines interestingly are trying to cross over. So if it continues to act in a bullish zone, probably this might cross over. RSI has come back into perfect normal levels, and you look at the 4-hour charts, there is a resistance and there is a support available at 35,500 probably, but yes, it might try to take the support and head towards 35,400 levels to 35,300 levels. That is what almost early candles, 3-hour candles, everything is overbought right now, and a support at around 35,300 to 35,400 levels definitely available, and hence we can expect a range, maybe a narrow range between 35,200, 35,600 to 35,700 levels also can be possible. So considering this, let me come back to the levels directly. Any long is recommended only after you see it breaking 35,620. That will be also applicable only till 35,670, and if you see it breaking 35,670, definitely you can remain long for 35,750 and 35,800. After this, see any rise beyond 35,670 will very good indication that we'll be looking forward to 35,750 and 800 levels. I think very strong resistance you might face, it might face here at 35,800, and in fact we will be looking forward to, after this anytime we will be looking forward to 35,900, and then you can remain you can remain bought, you can remain long, you can expect it to cross 36,200 levels. Else below this, till the time it is below this, you can always expect it to head towards 35,450, the first target which will come into picture, and then we'll be looking forward to 35,400, another support. After that directly to 35,310 and 35,220. So so a probable short, or rather you can take a short at around 35,450 levels definitely, or rather you can in fact enter a short at around 35,500 also on US30, and you can see it breaking towards 35,400, 35,300 levels. Probably we might be looking at trading in this zone between 35,600 to 35,300, maybe a narrow zone today to trade for. And if you see it dropping earlier, probably it might rise later again towards 35,500, 600 levels, and then it might try to continue breaking from tomorrow onwards. This is my expectation. Trade accordingly. Join my Telegram channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training related queries. You can also become an independent trader. Join my training session, which is a 15-day mentorship course, which will definitely help you become an independent and professional trader. So thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead.